Hi there from Mexico City, and this is my second video of this great city, and I head off on a day tour with my Intrepid group. So good morning. This is very noisy, isn't it? But it's the start of a day. So I'm on a tour today. It's going to include a few things, but the first place we stopped is at Engravers. So have a look at this.
Many pieces in silver and gold.
Yeah, so of course we're brought into a shop to buy something. It's all part of the tour. But yeah, our destination, I'm not sure if you heard me before, is actually the pyramids. But this shop's the engraving. I got given a little engraved token, and yeah, got the sombrero fit out, so lots of things. It's very busy here. So here we get to try a tequila in coffee. So here we go. He's from England. This is the tequila. Oh, he's getting a straight shot.
No se encuentra. Ahí está mi compañero.
So I come to a different shop for a different drink. I did actually have two tequilas because the first one, the person didn't push the video button. So this is a creamy liqueur, this one. So let's see what it's like. Ooh, that's very nice. Nice.
Look how smoggy it is.
So look at the smog. We're probably, I don't know, 45 minutes out of the central of Mexico City. So different. And I mean, it's got hills and these gondolas. So this is another stop. I think we're going to learn about this Mexican plant.
You want to take a picture?
I'm taking a video.
Yeah.
You've got a beautiful
with me
voice.
too?
Oh yeah, so handsome.
Look at
This
that's
is
cool.
also from the plant. It
Look at the
feels like
fibers in
plastic. It's amazing.
Yeah. Like blue.
So this is the aloe vera.
But you know
Quite different.
the name of this cactus in Mexico we call Savila.
We actually learned about many different cactuses, so these are just a few samples that he showed us, and he told us so much. It was really informative, very handy to stop there.
To you all these stones because the Aztecs, the Teotihuacan culture, the Maya culture, Olmec culture. Yeah, you see the different colors? Yeah. And they have another.
Mexicans are all about alcohol, and yeah, I'm into that. Let's try this one.
Okay, repeat with me, please. Mexican breed is something like this.
Oh,
Arriba,
very strong.
abajo, al centro, un movimiento.
Not too bad, quite different from the tequila.
Para adentro.
Get the massage here going. There you go. Is it good?
Yeah.
We've arrived at the pyramid. Woohoo. Here it is.
This way, please.
There's actually two pyramids, but we're going to be told about them in just a moment.
The bigger one. And
Sun
that's the moon
pyramid?
pyramid over there.
And the moon pyramid. Of course, it's a very popular place to come. If you come to Mexico City, you have to come out to the pyramids. It would be wonderful to be here at sunrise, but it just wasn't possible.
The Teotihuacan pyramids, finally, right?
Yeah.
All right. When the Aztecs came from the north of Mexico, by Guadalajara, Mexico, it was a town called Aztlan. That's why the name Aztecas, you know? So they were looking for a better land to live and discover, you know, all around the country, where it's better to live. So when they came from there, from the north, they found this city. This city, they didn't make this city, you know. The archaeologists, they say, until now, nobody knows who really built this city. You know?
So these are like remains of the villages and where the people lived. So all these steps were here for a reason, not just to get to the top of the pyramid, but they actually used it as their calendar. So there's 262 steps for the Aztec calendar.
Oh, that's the net.
So much of this, of course, has been rebuilt, but it gives you an idea of what it was like way back when. So there was a volcano here, I think 30,000 years ago, our guide said. So that's where all the rocks came from, and there down there is the Temple of the Moon.
You can see the green. So this mural is so important because the conservation is really well done. Why? Why it's so good? Because the archaeologists, they found out this only 63 years ago.
It's actually a bug that you can grow in nopales, in cacti, and then when it's ready, it will be like very squishy, and then you can just...
So this pyramid behind me is the Moon Pyramid, and yes, of course, I'm going to climb up as far as I can. So it is fairly steep, and just as well there's actually a handrail up the centre there, so I'll go and give it a go. As we get up closer, you can definitely see how steep it is, and I have memories of when I went to Cambodia and climbed up the temple then, and yes, I was 20 years younger, but I'll give it a go. I can climb Kinabalu, I can climb the pyramid. So I'm going to talk to you while I'm huffing and puffing, because man, those stairs, they were so steep. Yeah, literally like that. Thank goodness there's a rail thing that you can grab hold of. But wow, that is so cool. And of course, Mexico City is 2,000 meters above sea level. So my oxygen is depleted just a tad. So yeah, you can just walk right to the edge. And I wondered, would there be stairs down there? But no, it's just a drop off. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't want to be walking up here in the dark. And there's the rest of the pyramid. So we're actually up quite high, quite a long way up the pyramid, which is really cool. Now those who've watched my Kinabalu video when I went to Malaysia last year, 2025, may recall that I do struggle sometimes going down. I get puffed going up, but going down is more of a challenge for me. So yeah, let's see how we go. Well, surprisingly, that was actually really easy coming down. My knee might say something different tomorrow, but yeah, no qualms, came down quite easily, so that was good. Oh, I love those hours at the pyramids, and then we stopped for lunch as a group, and grasshoppers was on the menu. So of course, Jackie was the one to sample them, and they were actually quite good. Okay, so this is our last stop on this little mini tour that we're doing. I might not have mentioned, this is a separate tour from Intrepid. It's one that I chose to do with some of the Intrepid people. So I'm visiting the Basilica.
Canonized to Juan Diego. He is a saint now. The apparition of the Virgin of Guadalupe here, it was at the Tepeyac Hill up there. The Tepeyac Hill. That's when Juan Diego was crossing this hill to take a mass at the cathedral in Zócalo main square.
So this is more than just one basilica. This is a new building that was built, well, it was finished being built in 1967. This basilica was built prior to that. This one was the first basilica. This one tucked in the back is not a basilica. It's actually a well down to the holy water. So how cool is that? And then over here we've got like a bell tower, which is pretty cool. And then I'm not quite sure what this is. up there. I hope it comes out the cracks in the wall from this cathedral sinking. So this is the ceiling of the building with the well, the ceiling above the well. And here's the well down here. So 25 metres, I think our guide said. And this is actually inside the building. Wow, this one's really pretty. I do like this. After that day trip, it was time to jump on the minivan and start exploring as an intrepid group. So we had a bit of a canal excursion, even ate some farm food and relaxed and got to know each other. We actually were heading to Pueblo, and to get there we had to pass Mount Popocatépetl. Then we got into the city of Pueblo. Anyway, I'm going to share more of that in my next video. So thanks for coming and joining me this time, and I hope you come back, and thanks for watching. So bye for now.